Based off the gameplay that you just seen there, I'm very much conflicted. Today's video is about something I've done in the past a couple months ago. If you guys don't remember that I dropped a pistol build in the past. Something along the lines of like maybe 13 million headshot damage, 13 million crit, whatever. It's a little more similar, if not maybe better. So I decided to recreate it with a special gun that actually needs to be in this build. And I didn't have it for a very long time, which is the Regulus. This exotic is so much of a problem to build with. This exotic is kind of complex, mainly because you don't really one-shot anything. And there's a crucial problem for pistol builds in general that I have an issue with, which I will get into later on in this video. So this template is nothing changed. I have Eminence, I have Douglas and Harding, Walker and Harris. Nothing's really changed from this template, but I do want to break this down a little bit just to show you guys exactly why I chose these two pistols, which one is subjectively better, which is the whole purpose of this video. I just wanted to get that out the air. So, the Chain Killer, Walker and Harris named piece, perfect headhunter. If you guys don't know, your headshot increases every time you land a kill, a headshot kill to be exact. You need to have at least 150 headshot damage in order to repeat this process. And what makes this build 10 times better is because of the Harvest. Now the Harvest, if you guys don't know, is the second ranking most highest base damage pistol in the game underneath the Regulus. I'm going with the Harvest simply because it has Determined. So if you don't know, Determined with high damage, Chain Killer, perfect headhunter, that combination is pretty much indefinite headshots. So no matter where you hit in the body, you're going to get a ridiculous amount of headshot damage, insta-kill any enemy that you have. Pretty much the ideal pistol build that you want to use in any form of content that is in this game. But there's a slight issue that I've been having trouble with for pistol builds, and I've applied the same with the Regulus, same template. Nothing has changed, no gear, anything whatsoever. But the one thing that makes pistol builds, so if you see this clip right here, there's a bunch of times I have one tap every NPC with the Regulus, and of course clips with the Harvest is self-explanatory. I one-shot pretty much everything. The chances of getting that headshot can be slim, but with the Regulus, if you pay attention and look very closely, I managed to get a 16 million crit off the enemy. Now you're probably knowing where I'm going with it. The one thing that makes pistol builds very difficult to use is crit chance. Now headshot damage, you can have a ridiculous amount. You can get up to like 300% headshot damage, no problem. Crit chance is the one ideal thing you really need in order to one-shot any enemy. Crit damage is whatever, doesn't really matter in my opinion, but if you want to consistently one-shot almost every enemy, crit chance has to play in par with the headshot damage. And I've learned that because there's been times I had Determined with the Harvest. I've gotten a flat maybe 10, 11 million damage, no crit whatsoever, pretty high. Don't get me wrong. Anything higher than that is obviously a crit. 16, almost to 18 million crit headshot. That is unquestionable amount of damage. Is the main issue for pistol builds. This is my stat sheet. I have just enough. I've managed to peak at least over 50%. Obviously, I feel like it's not enough simply because, I mean, it's pistol builds. I'm using nothing but revolvers here. There's really not much of a diversity in this, but out of the 6 shots that I do have, at least maybe 4 is going to crit and the rest is just non-existent. The real question is, what is really better, the Harvest or the Regulus? Now, if you guys don't know what the Regulus does, the talent pretty much explains that headshot kills create a 5-meter explosion, dealing 400% weapon damage to apply bleed to all enemies hit. Now it sounds good, don't get me wrong, it sounds great. It's probably one of the most strongest talents for an exotic. That's the problem. You need to land a headshot kill. Granted, it's a pistol. This thing does need a lot of weapon handling, because after using this, you really need to have a lot of stability for this gun. The one problem, you're not going to always land a headshot. So automatically I would choose the Harvest over the Regulus. And this could be a different outcome for anybody else who uses this exotic. I feel like the base damage really makes up for just not landing headshots at all. After landing so many body shots with this gun, I was getting 2, maybe 3 million body shots crit. So technically it's not bad for a weapon, but if you're going to land for headshots, good luck. And I feel like this is a platform issue, but I'm not going to get into that. Headshot kills, you have to get lucky. So my recommendation is just headshot weapon handling would be the ideal attributes for this weapon. Anything else, sort of give or take. As far as the Harvest, definitely go for high crit chance and headshot damage, because This gun does not need any weapon handling whatsoever, no stability, any of utility attributes. It's not necessary. Just crit chance, headshot damage, and you will guarantee 16 million crit. However, there are some pros with this build, or for just any pistol build that is to this stature. You will die a lot. There's been times I almost died a lot, and to just jumpstart that whole indefinite rotation of getting Determined to proc all the time with Chainkiller, Headhunter, Determined are like best friends, and if you don't get that going, let's just say you will die pretty much almost all the time if you don't manage to land all of these shots. It allows you to do more with the weapon, hence that is going to be a pistol build regardless. The Regulus exotic, it is nice. Not saying it's a bad exotic at all, but it is pretty problematic simply because you need to land a headshot kill. This kind of ends up being a skill based weapon. For this gun to have so much of a kick, the stability, all of that, it's almost a 50% chance you're going to land a headshot kill, if not maybe less. So the Regulus, I would say it's the in-between of what if factor of this exotic. It could be the biggest what if. It's not top tier, it's not obviously like under the list, but this is a good weapon. However, the Harvest being second in command for highest damage for pistols, I would definitely pick this. But the best thing about the Harvest is that for any other build that you go for that is pistol related, you don't need Determined, which makes it even better. The instat boost of RPM and base damage alone is enough just to make any other build work with this weapon. If you want to turn on post notifications, go ahead. If there's any constructive ideas you want to drop in the comment section about this build or anything that I have left out, please leave one. Until then, I will see you guys in another video.